Today on Daily Touch It Global, 3 things to know before your team lets AI agents touch real code, links, or cloud workflows. First, security researchers are warning about phantom squatting, where language models can hallucinate convincing domains and attackers may register those invented names. Second, fake bug reports are becoming a prompt injection risk for AI coding agents, because issue text can be written for the robot as much as for the human maintainer. Third, GitHub, Google, and Cloudflare are all pointing toward the same practical answer: treat every web page, issue, pull request, and AI answer as untrusted input until your workflow proves otherwise. Here is the confirmed picture. Dark Reading's RSS summaries this week described 2 AI security stories. One is phantom squatting. A model gives a user a domain that looks plausible for a real brand, but the domain was never official. If an attacker registers it, the mistake can turn into phishing, malware delivery, credential theft, or brand abuse. The full article page returned an HTTP 403 during collection, so this video uses the RSS summary and labels that limitation clearly. The risk still matters because users often trust confident AI answers more than they trust a search result, and that confidence can hide the fact that the link was invented. The second story is agentjacking. The reported pattern is a fake bug report or repository issue that contains instructions aimed at an AI coding agent. The human sees a normal request. The agent may see a command sequence, a priority override, or a request to edit files in a way the user never intended. Again, the full article page was not accessible from this environment, so we are relying on the RSS summary. But the defensive lesson is consistent with broader prompt injection research. When an agent reads untrusted content and then gets tools, the content can influence action. For developers, this is not science fiction. Many teams now ask coding assistants to summarize issues, draft patches, modify tests, prepare pull requests, or run local commands. That is useful, but it creates a new trust boundary. A GitHub issue, a customer ticket, a package README, or a web page should be treated like data, not like instructions. The safest pattern is to separate the system rules from external content, keep the agent in an isolated workspace, require approval before commands run, and give the agent only the credentials and repository scope it truly needs. GitHub security blog adds a very practical layer. GitHub is urging maintainers to enable basic protections that raise the cost for attackers: stronger review settings, safer defaults, secret scanning, and cleaner alert workflows. Those controls are not glamorous, but they are exactly what matter when AI tools accelerate development. If an agent makes a bad suggestion, a good review gate can catch it. If a secret is accidentally committed, scanning and revocation can limit the damage. If alerts are too noisy, teams ignore them, so GitHub's work on more trustworthy secret scanning signals is part of the same story. There is also a useful defensive AI angle. GitHub describes using context-aware LLM reasoning to help reduce false positives in secret scanning verification. That does not mean handing security decisions completely to a model. It means using AI to help prioritize and explain, while humans keep auditability and control. The difference is important. AI can help defenders move faster, but only when the workflow is designed so that a model's uncertainty does not silently become a production decision. Google's security research on prompt injections across the public web supports the same conclusion. The internet is full of text that was never written with AI agents in mind, and some of it will be deliberately hostile. If a browser agent or coding agent can read a page and then call tools, send messages, change code, or access data, prompt injection is not just a chat problem. It is an application security problem. The right question is not, can the model recognize every malicious instruction? The better question is, what can the agent do if recognition fails? Cloudflare's Frontier Model Defense Guidance frames the architecture side. Patch speed still matters, but architecture around a vulnerability can matter even more. In practical terms, assume both attackers and defenders will use stronger models. Build layered controls, least privilege, segmentation, logging, rate limits, approval gates, and clear separation between user intent and external data. If a model becomes more capable, those guardrails become more important, not less. one non-AI item is still worth attention for cloud teams. The Hacker News reported an unpatched Argo CD repo server flaw that could allow unauthenticated code execution in specific conditions. This video is not giving exploit steps, and teams should verify details from their vendor advisories and environment. The reason it belongs in today's briefing is blast radius. GitOps and CI/CD systems are control planes. If attackers compromise the system that deploys software, they may not need to attack every application one by one. So what should builders, businesses, and everyday users do today? First, verify AI-generated links against official vendor pages before signing in, downloading, or sharing credentials. Second, do not let AI coding agents freely act on arbitrary issue text. Use human approvals, command allow lists, isolated workspaces, and complete logs. Third, enable repository security settings, secret scanning, branch protections, and review requirements. Fourth, treat alert quality as a security control, because noisy tools become ignored tools. Fifth, patch and segment cloud control plane software quickly, especially systems that deploy code or hold credentials. The takeaway is simple: AI does not remove old security basics, it makes them more urgent. The new failure mode is that a confident model, a helpful agent, or a fake issue can convert untrusted text into trusted action. If your workflow proves identity, verifies links, limits tools, and logs every sensitive step, you get the productivity benefit without giving attackers a silent command channel. That is the practical AI security headline for today.